At what point do we cap? That's the question I'm for Kamwa said. Is it 300? Is it 280? And I say you reduce, we do that's the end juma. And I say we maintain a 276 now. That's the question many are asking. So me sure about me will give details to it. On one side I can say about capping ministers, I need 50 there. On be juma. E be say again ntimi nja. E be say obetimi aye. Because all four ministers 50. E be na minister back on. The special aid inquiry be 20. But that's the same thing. It is what reducing ministers. Now, for special aids, baby, you've not done anything. It's Uncle Focus, Bob Nash should come and tell us. Aids, on my doors, on us, on Moon Dawson. Because I know executive secretary, special secretary, so assistant secretary. Nina, I can say, Juma, I don't know, so for more details and from Brad within the situation.
Yes, sir.
I see.
Take your birthday,
oh. Henry na sending me birthday back. Henry send me for happy birthday, man. I contact Prophet Theophilus Kwao. Odi for Theophilus Kwao. Wa contact any Henry. Ni nuaba ene wareo. O se oni ni nuaba ne mofra ne wo fa se fo ni nyina. Ene contact nom ni nyina ma happy birthday. Odi for Theophilus Kwao. Happy birthday to you. If you wa contact Henry na nada ko akonte di birthday na kwenta man happy birthday anche so ware ni nuaba ni yi o kwenta fo no wa anye ni nuaba afan a ono wasam pese ono wasam nti o se happy birthday if ne brother-in-law Henry eho ene ne yire ne abusuafo ni nyina wo so san boa ne mpaibom pa when spiritual father boa ne mpaibom
pa wodo nya bi
so fun adwuma no why e bi mo so aka de break am to philosopher so for panyi happy birthday to you why Henry humpa ye ne de just a Kongo mountains this Kongo mountains in happy birthday to you
humpa man like a birthday I'm just thinking about it say pie mponi
Henry na be kan we here
it was Oyerepa TV reporter or work for Praso our central region Nana Kwame Esel and the na woda it's Nana Kwame Esel happy birthday or Oyerepa TV reporter our for Praso in the central region it's a there will be a pay Jamal happy birthday.
And now so Abigail or say Apia yetafeno abi school or your senior nurse Confanote teaching hospital free nebusia Mr. and Mrs. Owusu Pepra and it's a Romeo or Christian Service University says here college Christian Service University inti Abigail or say Apia yetafra abi school and woda if you Romeo ho and Mr. and Mrs. Owusu Pepra must say yama happy birthday the can show say Yankupo Shrow now onto Wunkondem. Beside the birthday ni be air corps United States of America, but the Commander Sergeant Ajonu our US Army. Sisia Oye Juma na so di Juma e Germany e ho na station na odi ni Juma and there woda Sergeant Ajonu wo US Army Germany and the station wa odi Juma. If you were Esther Semin can show say odo pa na sane won ne te nkakra sane awo ye no ho abotre na won ne ntro no so do na obodo akwa Kwesi ewie nti happy birthday to you Sergeant Ajonu a wo US Army yenyina so na yemfansi na Asieduaa ayakrado Ghana te say o de to so medi de na 94 madawase amo monhwa abro
Ebusiafo ye mama chimbio mama kwa abadeba Ghana te san bri so ene bebe e de ani kire anope ye ko mfimfi mantamu mfanteman municipal assembly na municipality emu ye ko achemfo ana salt pond nankesedo ye brono a ewo so pon na achemfo a ewo din papa na omo abakosem enu nti ene din no eye kese esa na achemfo eye kura eye titikuro achemfo ye kura eye titikuro pa na obi a ofira so achemfo na so pon no wo body mra ne achemfo ni a wo se an me achemfo ni nsoro prosi no police station no esi won so em so mo nche dam fa nyehwe titibrem no emu na wo amamre ne amane bi a wo ye a watu din se Oyerepa festival na sa Oyerepa festival li na omu ni ho agro kra ewum se afasha hodo ye wie fetu abesen ko akwambo ene de tetete sa won fifi mantamu no nipa ne bebra ya fe na dru achemfo na nkasedofo so ye Oyerepa festival yi wo mo ebebo eho amane na nakobra mankata wodi nkan eye nsem twani na wakodwuma na se a wa homa so hoto ye nkra na ma che okay yankoi na yankonkohwe emi se wachire nsem ne de abreye nti yankohwe se de ho amane no etie
Nana Kobra Mankata Musican in the Aprabon Hana Mazoboko, on Chebia, Yabanya Busapain, Kofi, Afro Ha, or ye but che, Sensipotia in the India channel, Yokocha, in the Mountain Dano, Abakosam, in under your petty as a bro.
Yo, Mada, it's a Funas, Nasha Funas Sassi. Tinsi being your ho, say one who de crum, a chinchim cacra, Bonibia in him, or ye, a manzana mambre, in a Asieduaa, Yari, into Damina Macan.
Yasha Bakosam Kakra.
Yes, Bobray. Hey, Kakao, when you're there. I'm the Bourbon Fancy Bobazi. Ah, Ubodu Mankesima. What you ten ya, Ubia, ye, Nisha. Mobile, you there. Nankasado. It's in Namkasado, no. Bobaya, you there. What two Abakasibi? Hunters are all women or two nam, Nanam or Abakasi. Eti abwan zimojashwa oni esuya yegina yimi ha na obadai enti mpemfo hwehwe ya na wo hwehwe yimpa na wo hun wo to kene do wo fakrum na wo bon maden na wo bo hwen that time na hanyina yakwai enti wo be na wo botun de oda abwa no ho ewa ha ma oba ya adin na nkasado no oreba na oni nam kasado na oye achemfo no baka ho senti de bla obo so han na obo hu de nsu bi de he akire ha wo fa na atofo baka enti atofo no na he panyi kura wo fa na tap mkwenu otwofom obi anyim sunsum oka na otwofom na osa nsu ni bizigum enti nsu no ro won ina oli white enti odin sabom na ozaka na no la eyo no ojamene ncha eyi ojamene ncha na chara nchin ho asam no reden oraka enti yan kwado funyina no obia no onyediban anade sabi onyandam bi ho a otumezi bala o mezi keje ojamena nchi na mebedi o chere sere yediban na mfa nchi na ntuma izo a onyeyi enti ma obaye achemfo na nkaso denyen afi yemre da ehu ya rebisa ho asemi kakra wo man de ko yi bada ho no mani bi alansi to wo man no chere sunsun bi na moprido lutwom na henyina yenyim abakwasam mu de sabi otafra cha se wakade opanyin bi tegotuntum do a na o che de ye ka odumudua na wode sen egua he nananum wotsere sisi awudzaze na odumudua bia no sunsun ye den owom na odumudua kasepa nam epuedo awolotwom akọ na onam de sunsun wonti oba ebodu he baka nanum won pa no hon na onam sor na ohu de kro bi to ha na kro no wo ha no Krona some viewum, it's a channel so cronuma obey ye. It's a obaya was say. That time no crowy, said what a fretch and suluto, ma bakan apay, akotupunum. It's a odumudian number canima or numpunima but the bacanum. Oba in Jordan pay for washing blabino, the woman who sends the mudiana day abadaho. Not one piano asamanka. It's a rain season bochomin. In Odumudiana sign if you become man or okadapum no quay. So no cry he no, so praying no bialing him. Na fido. Or your race is in time na bio. No biana sign no sign but the baby o the can obadana. No some pain for some wimbisa. It's a nymphere basado. Race is in time bio, no sign by. It's over the one. Ina osi konfunyi binodo. Here could be the ha, wafan command say has was it. Or ye inkum. Krobi da ho enti konfunyi bi ho no sinodo mo konfuyin ba achemfo na nkase do te obaye no na owuro bo ho ahemfo na wo krodua mu na obo ho amane te bosom ne bisa wode nti se hoho boso ehoma wo mani nsu nnom na afi we bisa ne kwa do na owode wosre nti wosre ya de mo ye no aye ne yi kire wa ba mpine ba san obi ahwehwe na chiri kwan nti oba ne damen na owode wo bisa de sisi ala oba ne den nti na oworo kire na ahegui nti obosom ne kire na ahegui de wa ba de onnam olutwom no hu de kuro bi wo ha na kuro n asomdwe wom esasadam na ote da na opedo so ekuro no mu na obokuro no ho ban na kuro no so wosom nti na kire nyim a daman na che wa ba gintai wo batena so wo batena za na olo obi sana agui obosom de botum nyina atena oworo kire na echiwaze na naadi nyina oye den ode kire nti na oworo kire nti afi oba kire de se afi bi adwa wonja na ban na wo beja no wo botwe odwon dua mmema wo krodua mu nyina obotwe odwon dua na we hyiaman sida ma ehunu sisi ala wo yi enti wo hyiaman ni wie a nyipa no obogwa ahruwe baasa mmanyin no obogwa ahruwe baasa na dua na wo twa na aso mpo me ye mfiri de Yesu Kristo wo kakan wo ne krom enti dua no wo ze kan mmanyin a wo krodua mu aha enti se oba ne dama wo hyiaman a wo gwa ahruwe baasa ye wo obi mo ho a wo fro ho ombada sida mo foman kakrama enwu enwo no mpefo le ye yakom obi aba nti ho ba hyen na emiza za ye bi o de ho fam amokyere yin ho a ho so wetum aye den waye nti ombada ho no wode enyim ansa na mrente kwa wenye 40 above nwo so so atwedo ansa na ho a wenye 60 70 80 above nwo so abechi nti woguna ahruwe ba asa nti oyedam na wo hye man pine ba asa wo wi a wodu bosom no a bosom fo na eskwami obada ho memenda na oba abada ho no okra san bebi oba memenda nala the next day oye otodo mfie ba asa no so oba memenda nala nti ni eskwami onam do onam sum na oba yi nti odi eskwami nti ne daman na chade wo wie na wo hia man a ombada fo no wokoto wofa wotwa ne ho mpine ba asa so wotwa ne ho mpine ba asa mo ya han de owi a na watu nwie na egu no do na da bibre na watu nwie na egu no do no onde ebun ne mu onde bun ne mu oba fi bun ne mu na waka de nsu ne mu osana ho na ofi obadai enti so ofi bun ne mu na waka de nsu ne mu a ina nuanom no anade oman ne nyina watu nwie na eden egu no do owi a amanze wo ho ampefo obaye na woze yibu dada ne nyina efi ho na nwie na wetwe woza aboto won wodi de mu nwie na ejabun ne fofor ansa na wakotwe na efi nsu ne mu na wase woza na ba aboto na name enti ribisa kakra motu ma kire mi
96 ya bebe
kan in fact me to me shada membo in fipochi na actually ye ampefo a wo mahia abakwasaman sabe 80 abef ho ya wewu ko wo we kra almost 20 something years a wo wewu ko na ho so obotoi eti no yantum yanka ebredodo a oman ode ba aboto hon anchele biala na bosom na oboso oman eti no ochada enyima oya agba asa oman boto hon nya na okan ma wo didimo wo man mu
ya hwazi bi wo ho and oy da pon kasede mo na wo fan dama no wo hyen anada nda bibi ntina wo kakaba dama
eyi mo otinye de eyi wo fa ne banje onya afa shankasa pese oya obosom na no adza ye yezeman na mom hia afa hyen nankasa wo ho ayedi nti eyi odudu a obosom na wogya no ho ban na fi wo ye na to ma adza o kire de won yamman amama no so wetum we stay kro yim na wasom kro ni dam na asam no te
nti no kwakra no efa inde abafodi a onde eken no wasam sd ebotum payefo no wo ehwa nne bu no meliye wolusua bibi wo ma
eyi oden ye menyim ni enwu de nda bibiala asesa dem na he yesu afi ye gyanom ne he na nanom nchen emi kasa american sisi ayi mpapa kofi afro adodo awfo na okanyi mokrom mu ono aka kiram na mpapa na so oka bi zikiram ehun ne nda meka eti ncham mbabu na nda wa hya asa wo rebeyi ma wo do wa yen de wo hu do panyin nyim bibi a wotwe ben na wosua bibi afi no wo na wale frani mpon na olukwane chi wa mama nyama bebre owo maaye eti yesra mbabu ne de se won hu de mpanyfo di dwuma bi a na won tinyama bi asa won be mpanyfo na won bisa ho na won kire ho mu na watase amama so kire mpanyfo nyi ho a won so wetum egina mpanyina anem
yo me safoyin wo oye nankasero oye achemfo nankasero na moye anana ebusuan wo safoyin yo na ha megina ma oman na waachim safin na mebusua so me ya safin wo ntimo ha na te me ya safin ma oman san so ya safin ma mebusua anana ebusua ejir anana
na abakosam chen dey wo twendua na indua wo firi na ma eboche no ahwa so sen bi abema
nyo ensunsun kakra abam osande enkanu na owo ma hoye hwana adzefa na ndami abefu sozo owo ma yefa na mom abakosam na aba enkanu wode shasen ona na egudu yeye ensunsun kakra abam inde this I wo youth wo yemu nti nchenutwa no ya shase wo oye fida no ona na oye yefre oye yana nanum abusuma edoso wansu a wo kuro mu na ya abata no womu eziban na wo fuafura wontam ma wo frɛ afi asonse ne ye diziza no oda won so wodidi ye siesie won so a no oda won so siesie won enti ne de fide na da mudwumadin okodo na okodo wie no na abrefo ye da ahyem ne da so mebunu wo ko float o oye enyimiri ba ya 4 ebowie wo oye ba ya no wotwe no mu no onye nsese kakra bi abam na anape dwumadin onye da dide nti anape oye mmanyina wo kuro yi mu nyinara onu na odu wa yakọ oye apekọ a yekasiesie ho yewi a obiale etwanudua na nnetwa no mechiasa na te nnedue ya de kan mmanyina wo kuro dua mu nti obanyini biala
epache ndua na worutwa anaso worutwa sisiale wo de kan mmanyina okuma
ya de kan mmanyina
yudoku bia ye beyin kor
yoku bia ye beyin kor ntaye otede na brefu bia ye population census odu 4 years biala waka hen ono na nda ye nti 2024 na nkasidu mmeyin na egudu ye kan hon so beyin bi olo kitedua biala no che ye kan eko ebien baasa ye ko baasa ye fi baasa ndo yenya ebowie wo obripado na nanano mo betene ho na wa hwe mmeyin a wokitendua no na wa kan hon ye hu ye dodo a e wokro yimu
na ye show welcome mmeyin fi na mbesafo no won kan
enyo ya fa oye dam afahye the whole Ghana na nkasidu na yezi dam afahye so wo bible mu odu baby no na waka kire oye Joseph no ye Mary da won ko won okrom na wa ye den won kan ho drama fa she wo bible nti in kan no wo kan manyin won kan mai won kan mo frama nti Yesu Kristo abre olma edom dodo eziban no also wo de man hona mo manyin na mba wan kan manyin wan kan mo frama an kan ho nti no de oye edapan ma oye na nkasero ye kan manyin oye population census ye kan manyin a wo kro do mu
mo nya am be do no on ne differences abem na if you had na no that's for by na no that's for by as for no form no fancy college one kon yan na no wo no breaks wo afogu junction it's one wobigina asafuna nti subo na wo ba no wakaje no wo nkum komansefo nkum kokoro do ho won yanyo transit wow na yanyo ye esi asafuno bibiala fanke na wo de ba han otu fanke wo de ba nipa odi asafo ba no afọ kusukuma chemfo na kusukuma chemfo no nkan no wo kwa worries no what the bosom no the tax na bosom no onye namen onye na nasasa kosi sasa o hiji sanje dampo ya na nazi kosi sasa na kosi sasa onye kusukuma chemfo no anam kusukuma chemfo nkanu se ya kan o bobo fancy o start commander ketechi no de ba na net ma apam no odran odoko
It's a show. Yetwendua. Ndua no butaben pa no tiechi.
Edua no yetwa buti otiechi in there. The remembrance of the gods. Ne obusumi wa esokwa. O mpa no na neba ne side one. Odi na yiye bialan. Ya sisen ndua no. Ndua no
ɔno ɛlimbiri ebusua biara nsa bɔra amakɔrɔ ebusua biara nsa bɔra amakɔrɔ wɔkatena hɔ na mpanyinfo no a wɔhwɛ no wɔtutu dɛdɛ no na wɔde foforɔ no wɔde yɛ.
na yɛhwɛ ase bi edua no wotwa wɔde yɛ mmoa bɛɛwi a wɔyɛ wɔde yɛ dɛ
wɔde gye ban no bosom no ho na esukwaame na wɔto wɔn asonso na wɔto wɔn wɔde ba
yɛhwɛ sɛ mo wotwa ndua wotwa sɛ ne nyinaa nkɔ a abaadze na wɔbɛyɛ kuro no abaadze na wɔbɛyɛ
ɔyɛ amanja iye bia wɔyɛ
nti sɛ ɛntem ase ma wotwa abɛnti okita yɛ ɔduru kɔ sɛ wɔamfa ka gye pan na sɛ wɔde kɔtwe baabi dala yɛ n'adza a ɔmfa susano bi ama ɔyɛ adza a iye bia wɔyɛ even in future project bi ahwɛ ne yɛabɔtɔ no blog because baka so yira ɔbɔ hɔ nyinaa ndɛ development aba changes aba nti sia no kɔkɔakora no mmebu no wɔreba aba sam plata
mmebu no wɔba ɔyɛ nkɛkyɛ wɔn dɛ ɔle wɔsua culture wɔsua abakɔsam afe na wɔdzi ɔle wɔsua no ho abakɔsam na ekyina bi onyakwan wɔn so waka kyerɛ nkyɛnmufo na wɔn aban
ɛlaase mo kɔtɔ wudin
ɔfam kodwobedin panyin kodwobedin mɛnyɛ 85
abusuafoɔ yakote abakɔsɛm kakra afiri akyɛmfo na nkɛse do yɛnsɛm twɛni na namankata a wodi nkan na ɛkɔɔ yɛ akɔhwɛ sɛdeɛ ɔmo kyerɛ sɛ nyɛ afa hyankasa na emu de amanneɛ bi afi bia ɔmo yɛ na wɔkyerɛ abakɔsɛm kakra ɛta yɛ kyerɛ mesɔre so bra so ama PSA Ladi the health and lifestyle abɛtoa mo so a yɛde asedema Institute of Travel and Tour Limited wɔsɛ yɛn kankyerɛ sɛ wopɛ visa to kwan ɛne nkyerɛkyerɛmu bi a ɛfa kwantuo ɛne ne visa sɛm ho a Institute of Travel ɛna ɛsɛ sɛ wokɔ ɔman bi te sɛ New Zealand, Malta, Portugal, Australia, Serbia, United Kingdom, Germany ene Schengen states aman ni nyina yen kan kyerɛ wo so yɛ nurse ni wo yɛ midwife wo yɛ pharmacist lab technician anampo wo yɛ kuani farm worker wo yɛ teacher ni wo yɛ banker construction worker ene adwuma bia general labor bia wo mo so ɛwɔ kwan ɛde ɛwɔ hɔ ɛma ya no afre 0504 694 209 wo mo Prempeh College second gate wa book tracks te kwan no a wo de ekokoko so no o branch free station wa wo mo ewo hwa ya na ne o makasa me di de Asieduaa me sorry so de to so health and lifestyle with PSA Ladi me mamu nyina che Christ asum dwe nka mu nyina
Nyankopon twedi ampon adaroma ya san ehia the health and lifestyle ebro midi e the PSA ladi anopay yene Dr. Bana Konadu Yosen ebedi enkomo Trust Care Hospital. One also from Mena District Hospital. From Government Hospital. Oye head of facility. Ebedi komo afa danger signs in pregnancy. Danger signs in pregnancy. Say obi fe fra e die na kire say o how we ehu pa ma na de a wo hunu e no ma bi a wo hunu no dangerous e ma no e hon komo e na ye bedi. Doctor, good morning. Yeti on kache ye da se afi onso wa ba ba kireche ye ma titiri ye ni ajepa enti pregnancy ye was signs bi o ma dangerous wada roma me hu
that's the shit you fu nyina eje di su bia ho ye ya na ni je se da bia onyambre na wo de hwe yen anopei no kre nyinsen mu ye woni ema bi a wo hu a se wutu ho anamo ye nyina nso so ye nim se ne ema bi wo nso ye wonyinsen mu a ye boboni fense normal enchire bibi e ha adwen bia na be da no wahu se we de ebro so ana we de se metu ho anamo me pa cho ye fanyinsen a ye chemu miensa ye wo first trimester boso me miensa edi kan second trimester boso miensa etoso na third trimester boso ebiemu betimi anya bibia nsunsanso bi a ebetimi de ohaw abrew ana ebetimi a kire se wankasa no nkwa ebetimi akwa edwemu epacho oboso me di kan miensa boso miensa edi kan no ai se wanyinsen foforo uhu moja ese otu anamo uhu moja ne ma ekire ni bi ni se bia na nyinsen no enya ebese na ese no de akoda no na ebotia na emu mutenetena wo na etu kese ya wankasa ebetimi ekun ebetimi abase nyinsen ne kwa afọ mu ye boni fe blighted ovum and I missed abortion and also the moja eba ebetimi nso abase bibi wa wode na no boni fe ne polyp na ema moja tutu but moja tu bi abehu bi ese wotu ho anamo ade ba kwa ye nim ne se oba nyinsen a otimefe enya oba bia na efe obi be fi obi mfe ba nipa dodo na afe enti no nyinsen ya o fe no normal o kwa uti fie compound house na sha se wo fe pe obi anim se o em se
fro
atom live edemu live
yeah
enchire se wo fe atena fie eni se wo fe more than twice a day yes e fie eni se ebro prenu dako na mprenu dako saa nso na otwe menu guso ofin so ese wotu ho anamo na se wo sori na ofin mprenu na se entoto aso da bia de a eye na kan hu se obi so kra mfe no nti no e bia na mprenu no kra kire yare bi enti wo de ne se wunyinsen ya wa hu nsunso in fact adina kasa ka wunyinsen kra ne foforo no a no wakọ hospital foforo no a ene de enti se kane na obanyinsen ya se twen na nya bosoma miensa de enti eti sa ne se fe be folic acid enka wo pese wunyinsen po a wonom ne ha yenim se ne padodo na nyinsen ne ya mo hyeda plane owa ebe ye ba nso so a na se obi okwa na ni na abeto ne kwan mu nti wa amwa ne ho amfa folic acid ne bi enti na hyase na ho so obra apa ho akọ hospital ne ma folic acid ne bi na afa nso no wo fi akọ nti bia na ye fe ye normal akọ na ye normal be ka kire ebo so ye wo de be ya afa ho ka ye hunu se fie bi won so ye yare bi na hyehyɛ ase malaria betimi amwafe onya dwun so twa mu yare fe ne UTI ya na se pyelonephritis nyina betimi amwafe yare fofo betimi amwafe ti mfa ne se menyem na mefie nti no meyi mani wo ye fun betimi aye oya enye nwanwa se oba anyu na ye fun be ye ne ya na nso so ye fun ye oya wa ya se ye oya e bro so se otu anamo wonyin se wani so betimi abu first 3 months enso so eni se wani so bro ma etwa wo hwe fom ana odanya ne kra no wuntimi nsori mfiri mpem
wani so chini usa
ese no so otu ho anamo obu okra mpa a otimi fenti ese otwa hwe na atwi nsu ogu no so enye se nyinsen na pa egu ye mu a ectopica e betimi atwaro eno so de ewu asem so enhunu ne ntem aha na na ema no ye eyi ne se obi o hono mu a elikin kakra nti enka no prekope nti e de ani subiri ne kakra ne nam ho a menka se nwanwa say and I topic nko an de ni subriba na so no wani su betimi abiu a betimi ayare ya te say ectopic a che say nyinsi apa egu yem tini e kan nyina so first 3 months obehu bi e ha obi e ha adwene bi anya wo normal ade say obede benya na wo fe nti say wo hospital tienfa
me hwe we de mi ntwa wa no ye hwe efie no e honom no o ka say fie no chiom say efie eye one of the signs of pregnancy say you common so fair franti yeah benchmark so onyema e wo say wo fe na efie na ekoduru sen ya na ho no person obo ma etimi ye dangerous
ye tell say first 3 months they di kan ni say tra ho na 3 months na wa sha ase a wo fe ne kura wo sora no pa na twitwu si na wo fe a boni fe ne morning sickness enye nwanwa anopa wa fe aboswa mprenda ko bu ha odidi bia na wa fe eno de se aduane nka wo ye mede na kura na etimi anyina so anya ho de ba no se ni se enye eboso nti efe ebro anopa wadanya ne na watwu se no wa fe no ene efe se wotu ho anamo nti e ka se normal fe na eno na bia plus ba ko bia during the day obetimi afe but kan hu se mienu na wo fe na day saa na wo twe mienu a hu nsu otwe hu nsu na etwe no ebi so kura na nyinse ne nti wanum na ho saa nti wontimi num nsu enye nsu nko anso na wo fe a eba wo fe a ye wo anuane no efe no electrolyte sodium potassium ni nyina no wo fe ma ne so ba eno so na bonika se maintain blood pressure ne blood no volume ne pressure ne nyina ejina sa ions hu na betimi dia maintain wakoma beto potassium ye adwuma wo kidney ne function no the blood pressure ne pia moja ne kofa kidney ne mu na eyefia film say so wafia bro so ama hu nsuo nyina 20 pressure na mount e ma kidney ne when can say perfusion of the kidney blood be fam kama ama enya ho ama hokro fi ni nyina no sa pressure no ekofo mani ho so ahu enti no day no de abro so amienu but mienu no kra no ye nkase entoa so san na wotwe mi na afi mi nda bi afi mi na ebro so enti anopa fie no nanka eye okay se enye nwanwa se obesra anopa na obi onso kwa on fie anopa enwumre wedidi area nyumema no na no ye mfedi kodi bibia no wafe ba ko bia najo eno so enye strange
wow na ye obi Sophia yellow
yo Ghana had a camia koyese wo sorry na ofi na yellow won ese wanya malaria ofi yellow a enchre malaria wadanya na no opahwe ni ne yem ba ni chi so ahun bonwoma no echi won se bonwoma kra wo kwa na I say green bi echi a emasa akala no enti wudanya na ofi na yellow a eno nchre se wanya malaria obetimi afia eye yellow ayenye malaria bibia ni oyema ofia ebetimi aye saa yellow na sanity
enti we ye na ye obi wo ho a wanya be 7 months na osimoja ni tunu saa entwa eno so a ye be ende
enti nanka me de be ko yakoye ni mo no niema so ebetimi ehu moja tu first 3 months mature niema ebetimi aye no so if second 3 months the quarter 3 months if the second and third trimester no so ubetimi ehumoja ura second trimester mu ekwa kosi enfansi wenya be 28 is third trimester mu be 26 eko na humoja eye nema mienu ne tide bi ne bebe wo ho ade tide bapa broni fe bi abroad show placenta ana plus ya wo echi ade ne timi wai boom waya na fe moja edi echi eno beku ba no ebetimi eku wan kasa nso so ena sa wachi ade no edi bedi kan a eno so hu moja so ehun yo bia na ehu but yenim se ne sunsuan so e ma yehu sa wachi ade ndi kan ene se obehunu moja obi wo ha na scan twa na be me yehu sa wachi ade ndi kan na ya ma no obroni ka se bed rest se na ye be ya enkofa complication bia enfema ti moja no so eno se ye one kan hu se bibitu a wo de na no e fa ne polyp ubetimi ehun moja kakra ewo wase nti moja tuo a in fact unyem na hu moja enye good sign esese utu ho ana mo bia wo mu bia moja de hu a uba na se enye bibia okesha wo mu bikitoa bi enye nwanwa na nso so enye wasede ese obehwe akase we de me hu se moja kitoa bi enye hwe moja bia be hu bia bra ititi first 3 months obo hu se o se menye na me hu moja su fi brown bi eno kwa na ya na enye no etai ye nyinsen a anye yi so moja red a dodo na we ba na nyinsen ne wo ho ne ya ma ne bibia stop moja no etai brown brown na ya na moja nyinsen a ye fa bibi means abortion and embryonic gestation sa na ma na etai moja brown tin nyina ya de se otu anamo ti se ne ya wo ke we 7 months so bi wo class me de me nyima mi chima sana me de awo enye nokre ubetimi ehun moja wa bra fa bibi implantation bleed one yin say for 4 pound first 2 weeks ho no na yi eba na eto ye furu mpe ba bia atare no utimi hu moja kakra ena ye moja ye nim se obetimi ehun e wo pregnancy mo na mo fi 7 months ekodo hu moja enya de pa se wutu anamon na opemwa eyi moja ni free ho no mo a obi ho no mo a omana adwene nkoso ese setem bia no unya a free 16 weeks. Yes, okay, 18 weeks. About 18 weeks, 4 months. Okay, can 4 months. Now, financial say or can. It's a set 10 biano or can. It will more better. And so no. Ain't mean tremu 1 hour no one can. Aquadan or can all the time. And so bank can and casament and can make trauma the action. It's 2 1 among. The tit through your bra. What means saying I call no. A wacha ase a woti akwara ne nkaten bia na ebi wo ho no mo ana ne foforo na quickning no ahyase na wo hyase se all can on so saa nti no o ka na emsusu wonti ne yie na emu wodu time oprema wote se oprea e se tem bia na wote ne nkanti wante ne nka enye good sign se wo ba no onka e se wotu ho anamon wonyin du animu kakra uti eye wo ya nyinsen awo betimi ado na anyare oho betimi ayehye na onyare oho betimi aye omre na onyare nanso uti so betimi aye oya na onyare nanso ti yare na uti ne ye woja enyai ese utu anamo na akọ hospital ye oya saa entimi nyai awodo entimi nyai oho aye hyehye saa oho ahohye America ya na ye dede aha na oho ye hyehye pi dia na ne awo na nam no so ese utu anamo na akokope emwa aha ina a danger signs ni bi
nti ma mfa nhye ho se mitimi koba obu a otimi kwa fomba so na bia bibi ni moja ni tu nketenkete o se we de me otimi koba yi de
sanity
mitimi koba yi de bibia eye boko enti doc sa no ma we mu nyina no obi ho nso a ohun moja kakra o se me pese me kwaji aduro sa na beboa me no so we effect ewo yi mu na orthodox medicine mu de na mo ka fa ho
yo me da se pa o se eba ayarehwa obi a wo ne gidie nanso so nyinsen de nim se wo hwe kra na hebalfo no dodo na o ya os medro we de ye fa nka pemfo medro we de ye fa nka akwada wo ni mfie dumiru FDA de sa hye ne nyina aba na chense se nyinsen afi na hye so ho enti aduro bi ho no mo a we pai na akodi ha we pai sa na akwada ne form we pai na akodi ana ne se eba ana nan ba
meiosis no mitosis no
wa cellular changes and then multiplication sa na e ka no enti bibi koka no na sa abre no e chemical bi e betimi bi o se ya ba akwa no betimi aba se won form yi ha ya tanya maba wa mai watitru penifo pan so timi de bi ba wasi so a ebi ana onye nse no pese odi bibi aka obewo na ho nsem nwona ebi ni ade aha nti helps ni bi wa yenim ni su ene na ebetimi aye nti nkofa nkoka because yenim se mre bi na edro bi o fe thalidomide thalidomide no na ye dru a oba anyem na ofia ye de ma no e ma afie ni jatetebre masem na make no ewi asie ye hu se na e kan koda na ma ebi nsa ntimi anfo mo nti edro ni ho bio nti saa na wo herbal na betimi akofa problem edro aha danger signs nenso so no em se na me nwie me nsemetimi
aye be na agisi ye part 2
yes me time na dey say
we shall 44 we be ndey ye rekọ
4 minutes nenso so saa yes munchon to de make 4 minutes Oh, nanka ya interesting.
Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting.
But me just a painful be a would ehunu say. Situation bi o ho mu a so ko de wo de ense obekọ hospital. To da kwa be abekọ no kwa nipa na utie ka wansema wo hu what do you wait me for the next one? And today, if I'm a number, okay. Not just all you hear me. Now, what's me a question? 020 818 1056 South Treso. Ghana water show. Ubenya Traskare Hospital. Be an abiyokra, ubia kase normal ma. Ubi quite miserable, but doctor. Because all women and your muke and pass none or no can no crew, but of course, and nipa ni penetra. Yeah. Then just sign a bill so ni sense you go. One you mako and you go wa enya de pa. If we are kodane ho na eba, e betimi de mo akosho akoka kodane be ka wa ma me no somewhere ya friend from an loss of life in pregnancy. Yeah. For number no sa to Your number is 020 818 1056 020 818 1056 for WhatsApp so to afre when you bet me send no recording and also bet me type message bi so e dey akọ obenya mu ya da sepa ni din any doctor Mrs. Abena Konadu Yosen Mesomidi e di PSC ladi OBT agenda ena eba Akua Asieduaa emu oshepa midin e di PSC ladi encantadios adios.
Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV, the station that makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV, the
Ebisa for Yema Obibia Akua Babiem Edeba Oyerepa TV so. The Bayedui a OBT agenda. That is Oyerepa Breakfast Time agenda. It has never ma'am a year PhD I forgot to say the health and lifestyle segment on the show meeting at the Kwesi Parker Wilson. Now on the agenda quite a number of issues and you better discuss it. Now, just this morning, on the front page of the Chronicle, your story about me say, Obek Kape, the members of Parliament, the size of Parliament, Obek Kape will try and see, say, me, Edinko Mokaka, Edia Fahon, and Anopea. Now, Oliver Bakavomawo, ne Democracy Hub, no. I just say we had 3-day protests against illegal mining. Say galamse no e kunyan, galamse no e dienya, galamse no e seye nsuo, galamse no e ma enkraye uomo eye enya deformity. Eno nti no omo ye ho demonstration no ye beka no asem ena no pay. Na anapay de me ko man so na mene the Member of Parliament, Edema Bia East, Honorable Richard, wano the MP for Bia East, Richard Achampon, or Humano so na was a member of the local government committee or parliament. Honorable, but your march the boy party is on a pay. Na Biabo Kodi Honorable.
Oh, Namedia chair, but maybe any sponsor. Nice
one. So, cause you be a course of Kama dear campaign no course.
Oh, we did not come.
Now, who we need here? Who we need victory here, buddy?
Oh, I'm going to be a NDC. You are joined the man and mama, and Richard a champion there. Because we share feedback now, but is very, very positive. And then, Nipana Kasa ne common no myself. More motor about 2020 no. More elementary, more the call for meeting, more the confessing, more now done in NDC t-shirt. It has never happened like on this scale before. Was normally the distinct position, no. I'm not in call for Johnny party or Ben. That should be the case.
Yeah.
We are two position 8 years. I want to Abadia or Munyan party now. But right now, the reverse is the case. Here, rather running to the NDC.
I see.
It tells a story, and lesser people, some are even branch consensus executives. Okay, I said, 40 years. Who are branch executives, consensus executives, no one can lamented. From more join hands and forces with the NDC here. It tells us that they are buying into our manifesto messages and they've seen what John Dramani Mama did and they know he can continue doing all those good things for them. It is very positive.
Yeah, Bompire Mom. Yamia Doma, December 7 said, constituent about Twaba at the amount. Now, I don't pay the favorable call, but my first story into Sumami. The Chronicle, and not pay the big story. And it said the NPP flag bearer, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, say, I will cap the size of Parliament, says Bawumia in election 2024 manifesto. Now, Honorable, you're picking information, say, already know there's a process going on now. As a person creating more constituencies in more districts. No problem, a woman, so they're buying some way, so no problem, a woman.
When your mama now can share with you. And say, as a committee and as a member of parliament, you know, this thing is not before the committee.
Okay.
But you know, you crack idea and then I'm you. Say, I no crack, and not the that is funny in a do. Say, by no crack, parliament to hide the baby. Because some of the parliament to her, and only be who the content made me a catapult. By a 50 to be visa, the home crack said, I don't say parliament, you know. the standing orders, or the 95 old standing orders. I don't know, Susana. Will you or the revised or anymore? Support something anticipating. It's a part of order to anticipate a deal or inform the government. Into your machine, you see a media, home fine gentleman. They move that I never saw him and I'll comment in him there. So we have the right to speak to the content. So, I already said, I want to say, almost 15 districts, I be given birth to some consensus. If you proceed and we also deal with it and the content.
I see. Oh, but I know project on the Academy more and I'm say lie no. Yeah, that's it you see. Now, for you as a member of parliament, is it feasible, say, you better cap the number of parliament, the number of members of parliament, Anna?
But my concern is when you hear Ghana for Siciliana. Situation is woman a bread and butter issue. What you say? And now the idea is create more consensus, Now about this, I hear for development. So we have decentralization and set by a national kick, you can equitably share it to all parts of the country. Now, quite recently, we created additional 6 regions. I didn't create 6 regions. Almost they want to bring development to the doorsteps of the people. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, I don't know about you, you're there.
It's not much to say. I said they are no creating 6 regions. Arguments are more advanced. Say they want to bring development to the doorsteps of the people.
Right.
It's okay to see regions in every. There's this consensus. I know some of my development Akua amount for Nancy. It is all the magic 2 consensus. I'm not one over here. I don't know. I can't be in Ghana for city. In Ghana for say a bit more for the value for city. In Ghana for say people can make the ends meet. In Ghana for say our youth can get jobs to do. In Ghana for say Adriane why you know even Adriane aso. Now our disposable income no and then a bear so strong to the sense that the be a nature car who could do my double sort of bit in aso. Now a couple a year members of parliament no. Who is calling for that? Pressure bank and I walk a year vice president so. And I'm ready any baby a share a year presidency this own creating more concerns. There's no law.
There's no law.
The president no open for petition mirror. And I said only a journey for be after who a creating a year district and a constituency. And I say yeah census and my report say some particular area densely populated. It is yeah can't be free be home. And then they give birth to districts and then the subsequent consensus is a big crisis. There's no petition before you. There's no demand for it. And so why do you waste time talking about this matters and for Ghanaians to be able to manage?
No, because Ghanaians kasa 32 million. You endorse sir. Your MPs at the number 275, 276. You made about 2024 December. 18 for kasa embraso. Say you the cap better so na be won't exceed a certain kind of number because your bomb hoka more allowances more pay more taxes more ex gratia nyina your bomb hoka. It is important say you be cap members of parliament so when conform kasa anya adwene
maybe about no aye ministers any appointees or na mo form adwene ko they don't represent anybody. Look at the expenditure on them. One minister, yeah, told Land Cruiser about $150,000 a month. A man no what do you call it? Saloon car. Oh, security in the car, maybe in the fee. A few teams are buying the chair hawker. Who or drove work from my government office. These are the real expenditure you can watch them. They travel on the first class business. That's what I say.
Yeah, Bitiopa.
It's the honor say they are going to call. That overhead the expenditure no. I don't know Ghana for because nobody voted for any.
But MP Sumoji ex gratia honorable after every 4 years.
What you say?
After every 4 years, MP Sumoji ex gratia.
Ex gratia no debate. Ghanaians don't want to listen to it. What you say? It's much ado about nothing. Because as I speak to you, any 8 parliament, we have only 2.5 months to go.
Right.
And we are still being paid 7 parliament salary. When the Bayer Juma 48 months I won't determine the salary for man.
I see.
Can go Juma Uye. Uko Satina will end salary and Kabaye. Now BIGMP 4 years away, when him the salary. It is over any 10 one. Now determine the salary for of all the 4 years. Now arrears will not arrears in no chairman. Yes, maybe the S Gasha, like an for Munekum. Because the Mama do better there, no, what would find BBU? Then after Nippon Mana, starting point on one starting Janica. No, none any savings. Family Chicano, wouldn't be a quadia. 2016, NDC Frocunaso, that's meant 25 Ghana City.
Right.
And then, yeah, it's 1.1.
Yeah.
It's mean, Cana, kind of number basta, smart basta in the better. And not the man I said I met him there. This is a real issue. I said in the address, a coup for the Zoom office. We wrote to him, say, check our salary. Not as Garcia issue, not that thing in Ano, and Timkoda. Go back and listen to my debate on this MP's vehicle loaner. It generated a whole lot of controversy. My contribution was the state should provide vehicles for members of parliament. But we in the Jumana banner for the car. If the MPs will not take any loan and pay from their own salary, but for who vehicles, no say amount of cars in their MPs. No more deal myself. We were ministers to make their car free. Fuel free. MP will be on a ton fuel. MP being a car maintenance. MP being a chair and driver car. It's what kind of discrimination is this? But charges in the Abana to come on my banner if you're on Davis car. Ministers are about to come on buying in the Chiom Davis car. Other MPs to quite discriminate against them. But they can't speak. And the public don't want to listen to members of parliament who they voted for.
I see. It's
but they are supporting those they did not vote for to enjoy all this test.
It's on a matter of capping, no. The Abamia Cano. What shall we hear at this time?
The minister appointment, no. And other CEOs, no. Among the young commerce. The CEOs I wanted to be a president. Go and see the life they are living. And people know what a laundry of officer, a CEOs and other appointees in the world. That's a real issue.
I see.
Obi ayato abamano. I not representing the crop. Because the MP star is supposed to make MP star is yes. Take home of an MP Ghana. How much is it? But you can't complain. We will be also to VA when we say then who is it?
How much is it? Take home. How much is it? Say.
Do your research. You're a journalist. First, I can't back at the propaganda.
But the catcher, yeah, research on that, yeah,
you know the consequences of some of the MPs.
Right.
You know the hustle we go through. For medical bills, wedding ceremonies you'll be attending, funerals, and personal thing you need from your own pocket. In terms of, you know, when you free parliament, because the last thing you know was spending over the constituency. When you launch will be a view. Look at former MPs. You meet them all the time. Look at the state of affairs.
Yeah.
Are you not ashamed when you meet former members of parliament?
Very true. I've been quite you cry.
And this is a reality. And nobody is supporting members of parliament. They say now what else guys here. Now who must party a Juma a year 2021 as MP. Ever seen that when the time market young farmer. Me never get here so they mammy. Now I go for election be so no matter so sorry man. No, the panel of Akani actually that took out as there. They're more sick away. They're more sick away. No, I recently here from 2021 to 2024. No, yeah, Nico who says Kaka can be and as Gacha.
But honorable, I'm curious. Honorable, I'm curious because what the Minister Parliament today, what Casa Power Parliament. Now 4 years in a year determine salary. MPs, what to the who have member of the finance committee? I would demand to pay. It's what to amoya the Amonka wasem.
Our Mr. said, this has been the practice.
Oh,
and
okay.
We decided, yes, and we decided to stop it. It's the second term of Akua, I don't know. We wrote to him, said, we can't continue to be embarrassed this way. Let us from day one, so that when we end our tenure, nobody will be talking about S. Garcia. And as I speak, the president has refused to respond to our letter.
Oh, I see.
What's your letter? More be a different taking decision. No, what's your letter, man? Well, few. And they are here about the set up committee to look at the enrollment of members of parliament, ministers, and judges. And that's how they create another controversy. Not a youth to know number for DMPs at them. We was to get a free money. When I hear Juma Yantianica, people know that criticize the MPs, no, but you are yet money Tianica. It is our say the side difference in here 2,000 Ghana cities and I 3,000 Ghana cities. Multiple by 48, I say. I will discuss in the S. Gacha, Kakabi, and the Memphis. I need money back pay and the demand. And yes, no be and the movie. So we need to address this issue once and for all. So the members will have the peace of mind to serve their people.
I see. Well, now, the Constitutional Review Consultative Committee, on my report by, I'm sure what kind of report to be. Almost suggested say, young Capi Parliament. It says Abrosokra 277 elected members. Is this something you agree?
There was another suggestion, say, Yenya upper chamber.
Yes.
Advisory.
Yeah.
In that case, you know, number of say 275 and now say 276, you know. You create an upper chamber. It is certain instruments, certain bills will be referred to that chamber for an advice.
Yeah.
For technical review. Now when you are the representative of the people, Nankasa, Omuwo constituencies, Omoso them, Abedi Fejumano, Ati Amafuatem, and the Akua Abem. But
yeah, but just
no white paper na issue. By implementation, no IA issue. But what it's a new story and a new initiative from Baumia. It has been with us for quite a long time. Because sometimes we show some constituencies. For example, Bia East, for example. Nipa of Bia East, so about 45,000. Nipa of Bia East. Bau Upaka to be a Manshia and as a Bantama, our 90-something thousand, 100,000. If they qualify to be a constituency, then when Bia East in the Banadia, they don't qualify. But look at the land size. Nipana Askata will Bia East. If they give you 1 month to traverse the whole of Bia East, you can't do it. But if you are to Bantamano, over to me the 3 days, I can't even say you know. Are you looking at the numbers or the land size? The difficulty reaching out to the people, lack of development. It's a criteria brain obey you to cap it or to make consensus. If we need a proper research into all these matters, people want to use population. Others want to use the land size, which is the case. Because the Nipa
yeah.
You need to reach out to them. And to ultimately, not for an answer south. Now, your most says I was to come back to my in a I know, 1 month to come into
me. Is there.
The criteria bearing the issue for emerging constituency, population or the land size. So we need to do a proper research and a political propaganda and a cognitive piece where you can't have friend what the near boy and some no.
Honorable, Medicine and Opay.
After the
it was for that Richard Champon or your MP, Ewobia East constituency, or a member of the local government committee or parliament, and was a member of the finance committee or parliament. In fact, they don't know to be a very serious member, committed member of the finance committee. Most of the time, no Kasa on that committee, and then your friend on local government issues. Baumia and Yabe. Now, you can say there should be a lot more research into, say, copy the number of members of parliament, which means the number of constituencies. It's you share the land size, you know, constituency on the Kakaraka, and I say, you share the part do a womb because though, in fact, the registration here and voter registration. You know, say the land size of Ashanti region, as you say Accra, but Accra numbers in this time are way higher than Kumasi. Even though Ashanti region land size is not so change, Accra, you know, Accra conform more Accra number register more. So what it means is that there seems to be some migration from across the country to Accra. It's a population of Accra cost, even though the land size is small. Ashanti region land size is not so, but the population no. So that is the point he's raising. Say, are we looking at population and are we looking at land size? There should be a lot more research. Or say you come, you research and sana. It's me determine say you be copy and I say young copy. And I say about me Canada and young see bread and butter issues. I come there man for and also come with them and yes you be copy. The numbers, the number of your constituency in the country. Meeting at Kwesi Park Wilson, and I pay Sinandia Babetrasi, and in the Novusu or Tradia, or Kumasi Secondary Technical School, that is KSTS, or not Tradia, or coming up, and I'll pay a studio at yourself. A bedding come on. Sinandia, come on, pay.
Yeah,
great. Now, my main Kase, a year, Kuma lecturer. Or Apia University or no so enche wa ka yensa na fe inkomani nyina no ya toso ye pai na se na be oboko de
o twem dia mpanda roma ne so den kwa family ti ya se da ne eduma no ya chia wa hwefo o si ma me ka se woni oduma e fo mo bo aduma
da mi asi
akukudura a wo de ka Ghana nsem no eye sa na o si ka no ye dia no ye nya ne be ni
right
wabo for special cameraman we bana omuti echirere o se na bodu omo adeda konyo so omo da omo abre
omo adeda bia no madda
no omo fidie ni ntwa omo maso
ya bia no madda
omo sompa yi both radio TV mo ye mo fam die sa na se yo man yen ye dia no obi a me ni ye man dia no se
but yeah they were asking so for the compliment this morning now ye koyen some shi I mean we think on na me NPD Baumia so be copy the number of members of parliament okay what saying and together with the common NPD
me da say ma me nche ya hwefo adofo no pay na me nche ma me akua trakma wo ampa me number 2 Pentecost Junction am kan chere say Penny said the actually in a Dawson the last week in your penny could figure career of free moon, I mean, PC, you know. And then you young when she can't quite so much. Oh, a cockata or much a come be in our boom, a jar won't quite. Wow. Now, so bad time you who me, no, sir, can quite ya some more. Cram Kennedy, offering crime back as one may do, or no, toss no, dean kind. Penny in a man, and they say, Penny so much. Penny so almost abaha abehwe busuya oko no ne ni nyina konya kwesi o mto free muntin so ba time man sa o kra no se o konkran ya na
yem hye no
so otiti ye nyame munti gidie no ana me de gina so aka che ne se ni aka chiri na do so ma na ni so hwe nyame se nyame besia no se de nyina e bo mpa ye ne se ento aso se bi
amen
me na papa no so ase kwa yo mfa so no makura yi mu siefu adua na busuya Rofuri ne Max Akode ni nuanu ebusua ni nyina kwan ya omo fa so a omo ma no omo nya yi mu kufie champion Akode jimpeni ka se jebi wa jebiti ase no omo a kire se ye nkresa ye da omo ase Israel for a Ghana for ekotena Israel Tel Aviv me bra ho no kobo ne bra
oh okay
so mba ye no omo da so association mi kura minim da omo association yes omo betena Ghana no omo association na omo WhatsApp group ase omo di
I see
omo chia na ye ka se Ghana for a cotton Tel Aviv, or money, or money, Kufika Kari, Nene, now, Motis were free moment. I'm saying, I see. Uniado, you have a dragon or much, and so more that's why I want to come moon titty. Unia Kuchi, and I could actually my own baby corn banner, and I cheat the Marchiano pay. Why I didn't want to ask. I was in command when a honorable champion AD for Ghana. Say, who be here, say, yede eban bi beto mrahye bedwafo dodo ano na yesi ano se yemfa bi nka ho bi mu
right
onyame oba ade no ne ho anwa oye ne se yi de besi sa bre o man no size o de ma ye no saa na ti bi meka ho bi mu
nipa ne do
nipa no mum e na yen dodo no e kwa animu saa na tie o fa population census you cram starting from the year 2000. Me the mind be Akua a few 24 million. The last one he boy Amanesi do 33 million. Minim se kwa na because we say the no nye Ghana for nkwa na ewo nke nipa dey say biu. Na so amman for so 2 and YouTuber. Exactly. O hwe say ye kwan mu say the Nigeria fu yi better na ho ne omo ba tan ba konkola nan kola num. But they are not registered voters. They are not registered voters, but the population of Ghana, census the night now start share at the HM actually media national because see baby ni proud do a war mine nti social studies for be define number of people segregation a particular area at a particular time but more segregation to say we are foreigners we are Ghanaians we are segregation we are at the end of the day, no, say nipa na wote ha no. Wo ye kokwo no. Oyare sabia no kokwo. So because school aye de bi no be konti. Aban na de so ano omo ka ho bi. No yadwe. Untimi nchiche mu nkan kire wo say omo mfiri enti. Ye nkan omo nkan Ghana. Ye kan Ghana for do omo ka ho. Wo hwe table adane a say de Ghana for kogu alata in the early 80s. Ebre bi so ye omo de awereko pam ani bre pam ye ya ene na adane no. Na lata for abu afaso Ghana binum kwa beji protest sisi ya omo nyoma do be kubi ba me danya me asese Ghana for ye what that good heart Ghana ni mfa alata ni ho provided say baby awote no say wonye boni bia na wote wobo bra di upa asumdie mu a enha no ye ne wote sa na so say na nkom ye omo enhu no sa menim say di ayi ni ti omo adwene besesa that is the Ghanaian the beauty of the Ghanaian culture no ye ne obi atena ye nsa nipa mi ye nhwese wo free hin to say American for until America is great and Ghana we will continue to be great. Nyame go say ye me nti obeye ye saa ye je akoko ye no international dream. American look at what you are bringing on board, not who you are. Say be na say yenso ye man ye no. Je na nipa na obetumi aye e de aboa ama ya setena ko yie. Nti ye nko saa je say omo no de eduru me bia na say omo for one na ne ma ne dia the other side so ya de show kaka ba e de ya ekuru a mensa wum ye mfa sa because in number of MPs me can say yes ye be silly o say ye o say e bi ase ne yentin ye nkwan ye ne ye de ho toto afoforo ne se de omo se ye omo de nti o say amai no motumpon na omo ya kese a omo population was with China ne America no ne France ne ade omo population net say no number of parliamentarians at say na de bebe tutu ye ha na enye say wo de tutu konkon a wo hwe yen krofo no say de amanyofo no kakra no kura e wo ho no de omo de ye yen na susu say yen san fa bi meka ho a na omo do no koso no bekoso aye sa ade a ne ni yewu ni yewu ya no honorable kan no akofa na o hwe oba me ho a e minimum say hoso I know the areas minimum Ghana ma catch say the only region na minimum so that the upper west region so upper west okay me ko ba bia okay me ko ba bia Ghana every time and ye nim se ne me aye ni biti oba Ashanti region kra se ne o kan constituency ofa unim drobonso Dobonso. Sa constituency no. Yeah. Unim say ebi e free me mikro munsuta kra seche central no. O hwe part ba bi wo ho a. Me nua ba ko me ko ba ko ye CNDS from CISO education second supervisor. Ni area na wo no. We need nsuta no say o ko ho a just o ko fa adwura. Na so ko moya. Ko moya fa mampo ko fa adwura ansa na wasa afa chire ho no aba nsu ko ebi wo nsu na chi. Nti ye constituencies ni bi said ye emusi baye ne ade hadwene nanso me de mi so say ahanu aduno nso na ye won 275 no eye this election be 276 because one constituency one for the no south for the na ekemu 2020 no man to Obama parliamentary candidate one year o ma criticize constituency no this election 276 me who craft the doors 276. Yes. There's a committee report. Ghana side. There's a committee report. I'm say cap on the 277 maximum. No. Nipe bi committee report. Of course. I mean, the Position Review Consultative Committee on report. etoso na iwie na de ba ko toso na ko duosonso na eye enimdifo aye adwuma no what can we say ebeji atumni ahweda ne ade ne de kire say where are we going to create the 277th one because 76 ide yenya 7th one no ebeba
free na aba
ha ye kwete no fine nti bia aduru ha when we get to the bridge we cross it but me who say ekwa ani muduru na o kika nsem ni bi zeni bi ha me dwunu ha me ntiase say es gracia na de ani to say omsika bi ekemu na omo kwa mo amunim senia eye mamo ne se de moji nti na omo yesa menza amerika okozi unya mpinye wo na amerika maso onabo Richard Champion ni nua no video so hunu munim senia ekoma mo nti na muyi mu ani sa fi se eho no mo bewie no beso na ye kote committee no se mo konko hwe monuments no ye hwe mampani die ye hwe momo die ne mfa bi mama no mo twagu no mo agi ni bum na mo de kro no nti
no see Oma make steps since 2021 actual character that come mampani say sa practice na emmoa mampani fi omo
eno ma omo ne hwe mrama yen yen ya yeti akire
but the president is the president it's a actual character
the president is the president the president no need absolute powers over the country nyom no mo ka kire say am so omo kra anti speaker of parliament so no kra with me cruise parliament woni tumi oye
no parliament
and that powers now with me exert it me di hunu na o man ni nyina kra with me break parliament now o mo akwete no baby that powers no ye den ndi obezo chere say e ba o market ya ho dia o mo ntimi nye hwe ntimi nka hwe are Ghana ba so on tibrofu bi akra no what strike
everything god me say
Ghana aban on tibrofu bi an what strike say no kra say yesisimu na enkoye mrahwe badwafo a na mfie 9 mo atmi atena hwa ka mo anu atumu a mo po man ni yenti na break sunhunu ene hia mo nti is that what he selling us enye no kresa
I see
me in case na sem na o kan completely false but ne ma bi o mu hono mo a o mu ani se de be koye drama obu na o mu bu o mu ani gusu because onim say o ye de anya at the end of the day no bibi pabi ni sabeka o de be kofie na say ufi say nti yemfi omo na tem na so na ye koye ni man ko mbepene and say abai o say abai yemfi nti mfie na ni na wa ye din nti twen yen konkoto aba you be lose no okọ yemfi mo o mbepene za
I see
wonim de we kire ho
na finally he makes a point about say enye we na hia sisia ba me kasa so ka ba bread and butter issues and yet couple of them members of parliament when they are on this one
he's been he's a politician to say he's being partisan this an okasa
sir
so amemo ne fa ben na ehunhia brebi sini baabi de hin na ehunhia na de hin na ehunhia oman no metie eya na edu baabi ahu ye be kwa akoto aba no NDC fo pese omo ya ane de mamenka ase on pese omo yenim se ebra so se ye koto aba Ghana for must decide when the next president
for the next 4 years
in fear what training na mwako opposition and she ebe na mdigu akwem na wabeka mo asem de woti abem no ono watene mu sa so still o nyesem bia woka mo so maye mo manifesto mo nkoso na mo nka eno de ehun hia bread and butter e free say nyame bo ade besi na Kwesi uko man fa man bi e wo wiase bia ehia fo Ghana ti bia ye wo musisi ya na me I'm not happy because me catch say na no me mayo anu mi nu wi school mo ba fie no you see if you said any emergency akron afen ma hu say na free SHS no fa bi ko ye na etimeka no so ba ko wi university na ba ko wi SS no ma ba fie
I see
you see if you budget no e mo peja me kan na say ni pami no nti oman no emu edin na nso so sa na tie free dada nye enenko ana Ghana te say.
But I mean the argument is that the gravity no of course me no ya adwen ye wo ye nyina na oman no modin but the argument is that say the more edin pa chen before and I know was cite example say
was Ghana better in 2015 than it is today.
No Ujima was Ghana better in 2015 than it was today. It is honorable Richard Champion mami.
said the Ghana na dum so ma nyuma asay Ghana cost of for mom dey nyina mahodi adwuma was Ghana better then than it is today. Nyame pese me better than 2015 to some extent no. Yes, and they are better than 2015 can ya dia ye na adwuma no obenya but and you maybe to say exchange rate very bad. And the Galam say, cry, say, yes, when you pay a teaching class, honorable champion or Bia. Yeah. Meaning, say, some they rely most on reverse. Yeah. Because a certain I can see, and then we are walking in Yensu, Coco, so cry. What them say, they are dynamic and say, Kiani, Kwefuma, Kugunuku, a certain I can see a part of one and says, oh, pipe, 3 years one or the Aquafum. I see anything. One day, dear vegetables in those areas wouldn't mean such as such an be and fame goes with a my Jumano crown. My name, Koya Crabby. The amount which they're not here from this year, a no. Because you see, what cry a better cry, good no by Yasananka, a Diana in Yanino, a Buamayeno. Right. Then to me, Kianino. And no one Petra was Ampotem on almost mean conquer. Sinando, we argue say if you look at the prices crowd over here and your mark. Yes, you don't know about cement, 2025. And then 100 CDs, I mean, depending on which one I want to buy. Yes. It's also from 90, in fact, the lowest guy 98 Ghana CDs, depending on the cement that was all 98 Ghana CDs. I know, maybe say we the highest is 123 Ghana cedis. Yes. It be a 110, it be a 120. But at the time, it was 25 Ghana cedis. So milk ball, all those things. Yes. It's a more for general because I mean, what can I say? And the Ghana is better off today than in 2015. Now, they will disagree with you in this principle. Me share aspects be. Me can say completely. But in general, in general, on the average, which one? But on the average, Ghana compared to 2015, 2016, and then. Okay, can I say? We should be bush. I say, Sabreno, 2016. Na Ghana edumayeni na ketua yese. Ono honorable MP. Sabreno na ketua say na ketua na kase MP na ketua na kase. Esa say niema bo akosumenti. Abanti na no so aye no so. Amemu no sa na tie. Yentimi mfa so bo no mo ba akofo. But a lady and an Akua na Ghana for a dino. Right. To only be say in some free no. The rate and near Mabua jump point then. A course road and yet. Means now hypocrite. And yet. Now so the how no can see free no a dollar no. He says I am a boodina as it in America in saying now we are Hakrana production cost. To we are there across Ghana nearly brainy or more. Just a nipper do na wo aketua no ase ho no ma sika na enso nanso de ntia make us an say e brebia ma Ghana ha udwumayeni na so de aka cho say ne de na aketua no eso no da ene na me gina so de kama asem no me nka say ne aban na ya ade nti ma obi an complain. No, I can't say that. Bia baby awu gina no na ho nchi obi ho kire no pa but de na me can say ya na say opposition no person or can be bia my quite to say sometime or mono and this in America as say they have been in power before. Of course, I mean for 8 years. Then near matter saying 2015 2012 now they were wearing Ghanaians crying say near my boarding. Say yes as soon as you're in the Ediane boarding yes be dance sans but omo ya manakwa quite to say I said omo pension dey na ye the Nena, a Kufu Ababe say, Bibia. Uf, Casa will transfer in your opinion aspect be able to say, hey, and here has also a hamudi amano, or about Modern Cacra. I had about Modern Cacra. Sir, next year, if we are say, or maybe anyone wanted to be. What is it? Kamala Harris, Casa say, or the jobs, back to America. Right. What I am pushing a point in because what you compared to my I buy a promise to say, what the new member with me to say, no, I sight Ghana, you near maybe I am for what can drone once him say, papa, health insurance, or Muka once him. And see, kakran. I buy in your dano, dear, was on a session near Mamma, your home, I didn't know, President Mamma, I can't 24-hour economy. She said, Usu say, or mine, Nimebu. He said, under him, what did we experience? Teacher for nurse for including medical doctors. We're not even being engaged. And Tina Mama asked me, so before air can I have no problem. And she said, but it is free NDC.
because they have no moral rights and authority.
That is the word.
To say that.
That is the word. The moral right. Was Ghana better in 2015 than it is today?
Okay. It's a lecture about Ronkuma Babedu, Msende. No, I late kaka. I understand saying soon at them. I didn't know Zoto, but I didn't know. Oh, I see. I'm about much and it's also town of it means my Yankee. No, much of your body. Oh, Namiasi. So, do I do some game or so? I tell you a great story or so about a brand champagne. It's all fitting to Nayaka was me about a year. And I come be a ED. They come back captain wasem. Na captain about members of parliament. Now no na yakosi say Sinandi make the point about say 2015 as against Ende. Na MP no make point and say and yet at this time like bread and butter issues. And yet say you be captain members of parliament, captain members of parliament. So Bobebe Kasa on a comma a dear manful. Sinandi is making the point that the comedy idea is sensing one more time a woman and a combo order that. And that even in 2015 there was hardship. And to some extent 2015 hardship on the ground and worse than a Neddy. And my mom first said this and the messages ever home. I mean for you, where do you stand? With you. Right.
Na me feel say President Mahama a contemporary politicians no or no pa na share carefully nense bi o aka no kre
Mr. Kumapacho, hold on for me. Remember also, my main team interview in free. Now let's get into our conversation properly. Mensaka Edward Caraway, or your former general secretary, General Agriculture Workers Union, or Wahomano. Now this is on the back of Brian Champon Kanye, the minister responsible for agri, say planting for food phase 2, no planting for food and job phase 2, no Abua ama Nobaye Akosoro. Evad, or you see an expression, say, making giant strides before you see, no. Because a giant strides, so they just say, very remarkable achievement near the day. Edward Kaiwe, so. Mr. Kaiwe, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I try, but for the sake of our conversation, no, but talk a crap, you break it down at the Ama Yashafo. Now, I believe you are doing well, sir, and your workers are also doing great.
Yeah, we are doing great.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, to quote the minister, this is in the quotation marks, is a story published by the Ghanaian Times. Now, it says that the planting for food and job phase 2 has made significant strides in boosting agricultural productivity and food security in Ghana. And the statement is attributed to Dr. Brian Champon, the minister responsible for agric. You are on the field. We want to find out from you, I mean, how true is this statement? Has the planning for food and jobs phase 2 indeed soared production?
Well, good morning to you, and good morning to our viewers. I think you are also having a panel there. Good morning to all of them. And then I want to say that I'm honored to have an opportunity to contribute to this important subject matter.
Great.
It's very important because we are where we are as a country because our agriculture sector has not done well. And it's disheartening that you hear public officials close their eyes to the realities and still come out and say that things are working well.
What are the realities on the ground?
The reality on the ground is that the planting for food and jobs phase 2 has not even started. It hasn't started.
It hasn't started?
When I say it hasn't started, because there are two things.
Okay.
You know, your question is what is on the ground? If it is in theory, on paper, the phase 2 has begun.
Okay.
But when it is in practice, in reality, it has not begun because you need to distribute inputs to farmers. Farmers, what you say you want to do must be done.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are not interested in the theoretical part of it. As we speak, the ministry is still registering farmers. They should tell us what is the quantity of inputs they've given to farmers and which farmers have they given it to. So you see, now what does the minister want to tell us? So the phase 2, it began 2024. And within this short period of about 6 to 7 to 8 months, now going to 9 months, it has performed significantly. How can we just use words like this? You know, so the mere fact that he has said it, we should take it. It can be. Look, this country has just run into serious crisis. Just what he himself described as a dry spell.
Yeah.
When some of us are saying that it is a drought, he is saying that it's a dry spell.
Mm.
And if it's a dry spell, it means that its impact is less than if it were to be drought. Yet, less than 2 months of dry spell, this country cannot even feed itself.
I mean, Mr. Kare, I want to quote verbatim what the minister said, and it is very important because you are sort of challenging the position or the proposition of the minister. Now, the story further says that, according to Dr. Champon, the project has supported 454 million to large-scale commercial farmers. With last year's farming season, which led to support for 78,351 outgrowers to cultivate maize, soya bean, and rice under conservation agriculture practices. The project, and this is very important, the projects have also recorded impressive yields of 146,205 metric tons of maize, 38,930 metric tons of rice, and 13,860 metric tons of soya bean harvested from farmers' fields. So clearly, he's speaking to facts, he's speaking to data. So then he said the project hasn't started, sir.
Excuse me. I mean, sometimes we are restrained to say certain things because we are on air.
Right.
But the fact here is that doesn't mean to say that if there had not been planting for food and jobs phase 2, there would not have been agriculture. So how do you attribute, granted that all these figures are correct, how do you attribute it to the planning for food and jobs phase 2?
It's impossible to do that.
No, I'm saying yes, because it is like it's a creation. Agriculture has been created by the phase 2. So this is what we have gotten from the phase 2. And I'm saying, do you let out what agriculture will be even without the phase 2? Whether phase 2 or not, there will be agriculture. Last year, 2023, there was no phase 2. Was there no agriculture?
Right.
So the point I'm making here is that you, within 1 year, this is what he's trying to attribute it to. He should tell us when the government said in the budgets of 2023, 2024 that they were acquiring large tracts of land in the Savannah, in Accra areas, and so other places, in the Bono areas, to do agriculture. He should tell us. Is it not the same government that is running all over, looking for food? Look, we are just tired with all this story. Look, his predecessor was the same, went on the same tangent, saying that the planning for food and jobs phase 1 was 100% successful.
Right.
It never was. It never was. Look, so once you become a public officer, you now speak the truth. And like we are saying, and I like the question you are asking, because you are saying that what is the reality, what is on the ground. So he can go about giving his data. He can say all that he wants to say. That will not bring food to anybody's table. These are the realities on the ground. We all go to the market. Food prices are going up. And you still say that we are okay. You yourself, you have come, you are looking for 8 billion. Just because of less than 2 months of dry spell. Not even drought. To support agriculture, to do whatever you want to do. And you turn back and tell us that everything is successful. In fact, he's speaking the same way like his predecessor. Because when you say there's no problem and the program is successful, then you don't have any need for money to solve problems.
So for you, what the minister said is misleading, inaccurate. That's what you want to say.
What he's saying, that's what he says. But what is on the ground is different from what he says. And that one we need to be clear. And look, all of us, nobody should deceive anybody any longer. Look, we have destroyed the agriculture sector. Has the minister come to tell us the impact of galamsey on agriculture? Has he told us? Has he netted out that? Is he able to tell us that coming the end of the year and next year, what will be the impact on agriculture and how it's going to affect food production? The entire sector of the country, specifically in all the places that we have galamsey, farmlands have been destroyed. Maize lands have been destroyed. Any other land that is available for agricultural purpose has been destroyed. Rivers that are part of agricultural production that they have been destroyed. Forest is destroyed. Everything is destroyed. And you think we are still, you can come and look at us in the face and say that we are doing well? The northern part of the country, where he himself has indicated that where we had a dry spell, because it covers about over 60% of Ghana's food stock. And with all this dry spell, you still come and tell us that the planting for food and jobs phase 2 is successful. How do you reconcile all these things? Because he is himself giving us the data that over 60% of our food stock comes from the area that was affected by the dry spell.
Right.
And yet you can come again and tell us that, oh, planting for food and jobs is successful, and you are quoting figures. And I'm telling you, 400 and something that they have supported farmers, and then over 1,000 outgrowers. So where is the food?
So you disagree with him on this?
Totally. I disagree with him totally. And I'm saying that, look, this country was already on its way to experiencing food crisis until we had a dry spell. And I'm telling you that each day that galamsey continues, it endangers our agricultural system, and it endangers our food stock, our ability to feed ourselves. Mr.
Kyrie, let me finally ask this question and then let you off. Now, and I'm still going back to the story because it's quite an interesting story put together by the Ghanaian Times. Now, the story again says that farmers now have access to inputs. So the project, he said, has also helped farmers access affordable and timely inputs, including seeds, fertilizer, and agrochemicals. Please, you're talking about input. Are you able to tell us if you are getting these inputs, these seeds, these fertilizers?
I'm saying that, one, the fertilizers are being distributed at the wrong time.
Okay.
And then they are also politicized.
Okay.
Look, you refer to his letter of July when he was sending out how he's going to allocate fertilizers. He was giving them to MPs. He was giving them to MMDCs. He was giving them to directors of agriculture in the various places. And he has given them a free hand to decide who is vulnerable. And based on their own discussion, make a distribution. And I'm saying this is not what it should be. We all know MMDCs are political. MPs are political. How do you do this and you say that you are giving inputs? I'm also Even if you look at the dry spell area, you are sending them inputs around this time. Are you saying that they should keep it until next year or what? Because the northern part of the country, if you send inputs to farmers at this time, no one is going to crop again, unless those who are in the irrigation areas, and there are very few. So you are saying that you will send the inputs to the farmer around this time. When he is not cropping, he should keep it until next year or what? If you do that, you create a waste.
Right.
So he knows what he's doing. He's just using it because it is not the political season. So if you give it to MMDC, who are they going to select and give? Who? Are they not highly political? If you give it to MPs, are they not? And you said they should decide who is vulnerable for them to give the fertilizers to and the inputs to. What do you expect?
Mr. Carey, thank you very much for your time this morning, sir.
Thank you.
Right. For Mr. Edward Carey, a former General Secretary at the General Agricultural Workers Union, Agricultural Workers Union, on a former General Secretary, or senior minister in Chai. In fact, he says one simple question: where are the food? If you are away, so I will say I saw production. I'm a normal kosra. If you are no, away. But now I was saying you are nebuso. It is not true. Then again, fertilizers, no, and I'm shocked. When we say Andy was a bit alarmed. Say fertilizers, na yedema a year for no, no via politicizing no, yedema MPs and DCs, and of course you know the level of partisanship in this country. Yedema MPs and DCs are what they will do largely, and it's on call for party people, party for year for. It work on year or obeje akwakoton will be a year and all that, you know. Though fertilizers in the quadrant one, wrong distribution, time on the banner, wrong, two, you're politicizing. So these are the things that all come up. So in effect, and the minister, and Yadri, the minister, the kind, that's not what it is. Back to Mr. Kuma. You know, now you can't about, no, making a point, said John Mahama, if about so briefly, John Mahama, or kind of cray. I want to know what do
say, or no politician. But in a country, Ghana, was a short memory.
Right.
As I can say, do politics. O cano crack a crack, or chantroka crack, until cano crane in city. And do a name now, canning in a sub situation, as I say, right. Oh, say, as a county, no. A do say, ye be twaba, nipa ye twabano. I never come politicians in Senate. You do say, be twaba. Nipa no hwe na system president Kofo na my keyword system na twaba enti it doesn't matter what has passed and idea ba ko a yes hu ni say okay Abraham Maslow theory of needs say human wants on a need satisfied a need satisfied is no longer a need and the emphasis is here it say e come to me. The come dim na medwene ho se o miska na me ko twadwane di na me mia se
menjeno kom no ho bi
se su kom de me na me ka chi no wa ma miska nkoto nsuo na me ba o se timo
exactly
un kan sem se medidi just like that it won say entiama amamo say aya de a eyedin seriously eyedin because nipa behavior and social science and say behavior no erratic and to say dua anase edan esi obetimi a study edan na hunde ebeye ene ochina nyina ekọ ba nipa de untimi study ni attitude and behavior ene ya minyeska bisuban ko debi am kan tell me students me say abra na me student no na me nim say aduane a de pa me paper e gari soakings na when na me we university am best at year adwuma na me nyeska kakaka be starting call catering rest house na me call samba rest house hotel e go di rere nkwani na mu say oh say fufu na me favorite oh and you say who say every situation na yo mu no nipa na ande a wo mu no na o dey be taking decision
of course
it is a way a politician now we campaigner we focus shouldn't be on especially war power. We focus shouldn't be on way because no why the obetime be why. Because na easy for the whole opposition to criticize our power because on already.
But the point na Andy making is what happen? Je hu pen.
What they say me ba.
But said what kind?
Medical catcher say. Medical catcher say. President Mahama can say be say enipa. Enye if I denye asasa no kan nye Ghana for nko. Enipa per se there was short memory. And if God did not create us that way, Kamara can nipa nyina san we ase. Because obi bia no we short memory am already fear. One we are the next time we shall bit me kuno. Ha into your short memory. Into ever say
who be the one with the
poker. Into ever say who adie bia atwa mu na no. Say a name prince bisia. Me ko na anu de no compare. Me hwe situation na me say sia na me de aye comparison na assess say adie na wo ye me no. Ana adie na esi ma bra bo mu no. E wo ho solution na. But
especially when it's coming from somebody who call a similar situation, I mean, and what do you call similar situation?
The solution in short memory, no. And who's be our Jaya call as I call back as I call Nikunda and Anna. Who will be that? And just the mere said. Or do come so no so my justify no say oh abra na me wo ho no abra na me wo no kwa na adwene bi e wo metim ni ade ade say nyema we na esisi e je si e wo de opportunity me say nyema ma correct no e do wo say a box together issue and the edu campaign season and some no do so I do critical point I say obi aka na dwene wo ti wo na wo ka say oh ni pass me see there ono wabada intima yemfa na dia and they say most MPs nka yen to aba mo mbim because we be omo performance enye enti we campaign focus on you see me concept back on so we MPP as a party say now almost so many things to talk about as a government omo buy or my and almost so many negatives also to talk about. Say, and there may be a uncle, and me, there be a mechanism and campaigner almost situating him into a contest. No one said the good side, no one said the bad side. The idea, what next can they work on to perfect it, to make it work? Whoever you say, because you see, the critical mass I woman is here as people of Ghana and say, what's and I would say no, even though say say no be say you didn't tell us say increase and now the man maintaining the same.
But see, let's be fair to MPP administration.
Are you fair?
No, I'm making a general point.
Okay.
Say COVID no ebemu. Ijoka so ba be GN na wa make wa yi. And a COVID ni be boom and a man ayesa.
Ye bro na ho odin so.
No bro na ho odin so. They were overwhelmed by the virus no. By na. In United Ghana you call lockdown for quite some time now.
How many?
2 weeks.
Is he
China
no, let's face it really. COVID they buy. In fact, Ghana we can count the number of people who died.
Of course.
A few. America, Donald Trump. No the dia grow. Emango fu ma to abetia. Nti America for Rebecca saying. In fact, China omuna yade no. Omo free omo buy. Omo mpo de na emfa say omo ubi China na a problem omo kwa so omo say omo survive. And you see there are so many things we are buying hama on it too much. You may get it wrong because one opponent because anything BIBCBR then you give it to COVID-19.
Say COVID-19. We all know.
No, by COVID-19 by 19. You were saying 24. So come on, almost 5 years. And I said down the lane 4 years.
Yeah.
By this time we should be recovering. And people must see signs of recovery.
But the recovery is coming up.
A recovery in books. I tell you, you see, so say you better
GDP cost show.
GDP and GDP. Well, I know a boost. Yeah, nipa no ono tiase na asase so no kromu no what was only gentleman yi din komo about foodie.
Yeah.
Minister say enam o my livestock o my support to first na nantwinam pa se okoto ba na okoto nantwinam a na itimi twa mienu 5 cities na itimi twa nantwinam kwa itwa no 10 cities 15 20
I see.
That's the point. Enti nka ade a yaye ho adwuma ha eba mo no ye kwa enu nka ne bo odenka enye enkosuru biem kwa na se enye instabilize wo de ye ntimi nti so we were common say price cost a e be san ati so ye ntimi enka stabilize for some time na enye are you feeling that enti say I no where problem wo no ti so wo ka che say economy no bounce back eno no ye omo ye macro economics no na ye tiasie na ye feeling the micro level of economics no ye hui
because the real economy na your bottom.
That's the point.
That's
the point. It is also an
your pocket.
That's the point. It is also an opa no when you do enti even say enuma ema hwe unim me ade ba ko a eye me ya e wo Ghana ha se sia ni say I say ye mpanyfo a ye di animu na ye nya adwuma ye no ye nwene mmokwara na omo aba no to the extent say ene aban adwuma me say asem we dey me tell ba bia na me ka na me bonya kopon so bo say o say nyakopon nkokunkum mpanyfo bi say ai ankwara bi akostu awie o say o pe police o pe immigration o pe fire service o pe military teacher and then say akwara na onya adwuma da no ono no ni scapre na afi no pe adwuma pe capre no
so gene 2000 and 3000
ezema ka no me see obi friend former student last week tell say teaching opa over 19,000 mra obey no within 2 weeks amano obi friend me former student e ka kire no friend me na me ka o ka say it is no ono so ni 19,000 na me say na say we ni 19,000 there ni teaching kwa na adwuma ti ko pe adwuma foforo ye the big one nyame ye waduma na adwuma a obekwa akoye no wa akwa start business a e can one say we am 19,000. That's the point. Yes, and say nipa we no sika say na de kutua na ntumu twa say sika we na chese wo kura no ye do sa level ye 50 years and above no ye no there be ye 50 years and above no ye time ye we school no utua ka pre na ye fa wadwuma and say wo no na say ye pay na and say me ka say nyakopon wo ye mo wano because I kofu we say nga wo diska na ko ni afira wonni na nka wuti ho na obi a discard na sa
another hospital
na fe na I say nyakopon ja nipa bi sa na to what extent say even maybe I can say private sector in Ghana here crowd go for kopeduma na you muska the public sector yi na ye dia na just say me adi anti ama obi because me blame mpanyifo mpanyifo na omo de dwuma na no che say nka mpanyifo na omo de dwuma na no mo na yes ane mo ya they could have investigated and brought out the culprits and punished them. What to say ya chi obi say wajiji bribe there be for what to what extent can this happen? A country yi na ye dia me mako school na say mako su adwuma na me ba be adwuma no just me be adwuma no me say akotua bribe ansa na ya mama adwuma na u jinipa na okotua adwuma no bribe what do you expect that person to go and do?
Nancy me producer ama ebeka say ama now say why also okay so or say obi say chief of staff say go for being first come man for mojuma I'm can say please the chief of chief of
you say go for the go for no say komo
I say den na abasa den na obi etumi yes say system no da say the all can na application no ye open me ko ba bia me de tumu a e bia interview mako bibia ye fair e be den obi the chief of staff din etumi akogina ba bia kodada obi say wose mon first camera.
Yes,
because there's no openness.
There's no openness. There's no fairness in the system. And Akobansa.
Juma bind you. Ubi ti baby. No, no,
the private sector.
We see no swat. I'm passing. Now, say generate fake appointment letters.
Yes, a bit generate fake appointment letters. That I.
Dear ma, 20 kofa sa salary. Arrears in Bemwa, NDC time President Mahama enipa bi oya na adwen senka omaye adwuma omaye 3 years obetua 3 months no die fre no omantimi ancheche omasem ye enipa bi nya appointment through dubious means nti aban nani ba no so na enipa dodo bi nya appointment atena ba bi adwuma so otua omaka oje omutumu sana net here I am telling you
okay
through fraudulent means enya letters appointment letter akwa ye adwuma wa tena mo pem aban so engage nti wasum mfie miensa na katua mai ebeden na abaye tua neka ampa so teacher ni a ya ofiri kumase no bi a ofiri adanwomase okwata de o sekwi yedina ko watena wachira de mfie mienu GS oko office okuta letter no de ba se apost no ampa ya man school no ye adwuma no ye betua neka na ya asem de abaye no hunu ye kire no no ba na ye late ama no say amamfo bi through dubious means secure appointment letters and ye fake but say abren ga na ni babunu wa wie invest watra won fie mienu ape na abeka nyen say enyem na mefa wonti
bi ja ka
ye adwuma na nako.
Oh, I get it because I mean these are things that you're getting the ball about.
A country we live in.
A country God can.
You are the first of our almost
Mama just 2 minutes on Agric Minister okay. And I'm coming here for answer my phone. I'm enjoying the conversation.
Not really see the didn't come over. Papa no can be a reality. O man MPP abamba yi. Or the ensem bi ba ya na o mtaka say sloganeering and yes sloganeering you see problem identification a part of the solution to the problem nti muhunu say ye reform patterns no emwayen ye de ani tunya menko aso a enyi ye no kure so say ye wo since July oba santimemu a ensuo pa ye de kua bi ntoy sa na o man ye to eti asantimem pa say from July besi September ensuo ntoy
baby and then soon to squansu yi fa
ko nzu yi fa wo mo ewie mo sesa enti wo ko kan say what the one village one dam ban it was
a good policy.
Good
implementation was very poor.
Obedu office no dey say mo da
extremely poor.
Enti no kore ni nkontompo no bi no anya yi
extremely poor.
Just a president Mahama kan no kore no kore
enti ya hunu problem no yentu na mompa nko ho na ye ho ntoyen ye ka kire na nyame na ade amaye no so so ya tena ya many percent since media war against galamsey shares here what has been response from government do we say nti ye wo can for man
somebody a soldier for deliver the process no I mean Nancy
many soldier for na ko galamsey for ne ho
so the latest on the ban said they are still going to use the military to do the fight you know
every day in front of Pakosi anyum ne wan hu excavator mono say si reloader so kro nya mienu nya miensa excavator mono egusua fritema twam kumase eni anani hwe amanse ho na mahene makokobin wokohin wokodunko ane ne mpotem ekoye den
dunko ane ne mpotem akoye
ni hunu bi ya da bibi yam senka me wotumi a metumi agina ka no na mayi excavator na sifom aden woko manso woko kromo wodo to bri ko say
James kromo
aden but okay asin so na say no ye na ye say no wo a wontumi nye bi de nyame de ama so wontumi hwe hu yi ehwe so yi nti kuayo ebe sofa nti ye ho bekoso a kire yen the worst is yet to come.
The West is yet to come.
Yes, say Antoine and Moses here. The West is yet to come.
So what say millions of Ghana citizens. You nyakon faso.
Kuayo ejine nsuo so. Asase pande nyame odi adome. Ghana nyo man a ye wo se nke nya nuane na ye di bi kwa ma no. On say edu ba bi, ye vegetables kra na UK for say omu hia biem. Adentia. Sa ne ma we nyine ho na na hyase ni free. Enye papa. Omo no de omo no omo ntra omo nte say yen a me ni oye ni hwiye bia ye ko odwuma na ato na ekodi no o de befa mpidi ma hwese ade na aba no ahode wo mu te say ohwe anu ohu say chemicals o yusu enye ye de mobrofo o si ball ho and go from bia no asesa say dey ne say dey won one ne ma so mbewu so mbenya cancer so mbeye den ye mobo eni nti na won ayato aba edi tumi ahwe won sa no oso odi say tumi ne ye ne ma ebebo ayi aban konkodo afu bo betimi abo asase no ban ga na ni abrante ababawa ono abekọ akodo wanya no ba ye papa ama ye di ne ho ato yen na we dey wani
I was just checking so far as of 2023 they are spending $57.5 million on dollars. Yes. I mean, I just checked October 5, 2023. That's the last update on Sakam. $57.5 million.
Okay, the half original. Ruby jobs. No beko. Me amiko plantation. Aban no ni agrike for no omo pai boreba e de make yafo. Me hunu nti eniema ni bi ye no kre. But ni nyina mu no body ni kosi wa. I was saying so guso. Sensu no na enu na afemu.
Yes said.
Na yes said.
Mr. Carey is a very interesting question. Say abina tenase who the impact of galamsey on agriculture now. So far you near report be on.
Do box $1 we see. Na from hono say
exactly.
You go ya na.
Mr. Kuma, so agriculture minister say I mean you man I 57.75 million there.
Say asem no bi kan and yes o kan we na wa fan sa
say you interrogating the fact
because they say ejum e na be kire say we planning for food na successful no one na dey kan
nti wo ko dwom no planning for food I successful
so no hwe ejum planning for food is successful because they say planning for food and job no kra onim in real sense no abayin timi ncheche mu ye
okay
because planting for food and job no yes starting no omo dey call certain kind of food crops so na nyem ni nyina and na actually no omo extend there because body any dey say na nka ho actually no dey count because no mo wo cereal ni greens
na ebro na mo
ne katia ni and na omo major preoccupation especially they wanted to do it with one village one dam nanka in the northern sector adeno the ma adeni efeli enyina ni yema na e wo mu no I don't know me who how you be say ebe no because you see I say kunsia a problem how say kusun the intimacy ye kwa we won't tolerate that
exactly
but politics na ye no say ye wo MPP NDC no o ma we enyeye
MPP NDC o ma
enyeye because only say genuinely when it got to a stage say I was say yeah dia ebe nationalistic na MPP na power na MPP for mo supporters na go dia cantanzo whether they can do it or not no ma ko dia cantanzo ye party na wa ben say NDC dia na NDC for ko dia cantanzo nti wo a wo tinchen a wo fa wo ko share we mu bia no wo problem e na wo ko share ma technical expertise abetina wo problem untimi nye e na wo ko share mu so a na omo de corruption abetita wo to omo a wo nye objective and fair your problem any until said you be a national system you betim dia ye adwuma and na wo ye winner takes all syndrome bi we mu eno na eku ye no that's the problem and me dia me planning for food and job wo de opa ko villages and say towns are planning for food ye wo bo say omo president na say oh ayeye omo MPP for party for omo ye dey sema wo and omo ye no say nya planning for food and the obi a otenche because o ye NDC ni kura na ohun na say ubetuma kwa bi kura na this uni MPP ni
onu be do say no say fertilizer say the man MPs need DCs MPs need DC they look at their party people and then give it to them
this is agriculture for no oh yeah
that's the fact yes
that's the challenge because me who ye abai yeah who taking decision for planning for food and job why the land banks why your irrigation system then why would the amount of phone why we expect a bit more agric no bremu oba you be supply we money we are it doesn't have anything with particular abai bit me talk in fact you feed school for nkware free SHS name school feeding programming and cause those things shouldn't be a problem nanka generating employment o my turning out university graduates say our national service we students on national service
next month
over 200,000 plus students in acquire national service and now no a free Monday on Saturday
Only can say.
I must be
no.
But so what is also bad?
Also bad.
No, an optional. No, an optional.
So would you maybe
no topic for the day. Can you topic for the day? Mami say oh say o hwe oman na e wo mu na ye be school na no me say na no na school for nkwara awma wi university awma ba twa enya university nko sisi I say omo ko training college no omo na twa licentiate exams na o hwe students pa awma ba school awma ba twa licentiate exams sa na sa students we ba kokora enya dwuma afi no mkokọ pa dwuma na ya be deep planting for food and job ho agro na ya be di one village one dam ho agro ama sa 8 years ship off we say ka MPP omo police pa omo de ba Ghana one village one dam nkomo ye ni correct enka no na ebema omo sa one district one factory no etimia aye adwuma
oh okay
because na say factory na we be setting up no wo de productivity because you agree on economy.
Yeah.
You see now no be can say fourth industrial revolution no ehon ye won't yes yen ko bi look because when broni bi o ka say Africa for yen ya jump the industrial revolution cycle no ya jump from first to fourth until say back to start and get it right no there's no way and it is showing on us and then one last spectrum of people are omunyadwumanye because they say wo dey ahwe your communities on cry ben kumase nyina surrounding kumase anankofo etiti ho a mo de eye farming no and then nyina esidan it is am rent any maba na no titi krom ho na omo any skill bia na afu no mo ye no anko mo preoccupation ye farming they say o wan be redundant
yes
obokono mo ti community type of country is that
for NBC and the phone lines no I have a message here Sipaka. Did you see that when the man asked you, I think he's talking about Mr. Kuba, how long was the country locked down? You said 2 weeks and you're laughing yourself. Consider the huge funds that COVID brought to the country. My brother, can you truly say 2 weeks lockdown and the money we had has been judiciously utilized by the government? I know how objective you are. Are you happy? Yo, it's a question to me. I'll answer you on WhatsApp. It's a question to me. I'll answer you on WhatsApp. We never see her. You ever continue rapid? I've just 30 seconds.
Yeah. I'm not President Mahama. I can't send me. If I say NDC, or more advice on education, or more
right,
or say or buy 3 years. Buffer stock. No, yes. Or the second be my headmasters.
Yes.
Or more a tune of phone education. Okay. So if he really mean it, that
okay.
Who say a non-starter?
I see.
A possible to beat me when he power says I maybe say one I've been media and your own son Adrian. And yet the right way to go.
Moi.
A Biana, one year marketing Kitibia. I bind this headmaster's momoto.
Okay.
Me couldn't choose him when and never fast of one and a dear walk. But so say, with the Bianin sending in a headmaster, no one could be feeding Colano. Mimic yes. In Colano 4,000. Headmaster, now this can be man so good in but some more than
the one taking the school fees, buying food and other things for the students. And maybe we can take a critical look at how best we can do it, but not to say yes sir, because yes sir now also some question mark be 2 headmasters name business so because almost ultimately yebi abra na free SSS my no mo timi feeding kwala no no even though say na say
feeding debate
and no say be ho and so for kwa
ebusiafo ye debate here Mr. Kuba, and I can see there a lot of people are not happy with me saying besides the question about the COVID, but that is the reality on the ground. I mean, I've seen the comments. say question maybe sir it irritates people. No, but you maybe sir because you see yetana we play devil's advocate. Anything that be better ha. And people tell you always say COVID in tea you watch it. COVID in tea watch it. So if say and they say and the Ghana watch it now. I have every right to ask say but COVID by and I'm by watch it. It is the my guess no or chance moment so media. I have every right to ask the question. It's more I'm feel offended by it, I'm feel irritated by it, you know. But you don't be. Why? A normal question. Don't be. Yeah, the best here. And you know, so HRD KSTS. He's been my guest this morning, Mr. Kuma. HRD Apia Minka University. Yeah, young Kwesi.
The Kwesi don't feel more your petty.
Ani.
And I'm not payable.
And I'm an assistant. Me no.
Kwesi.
Lieutenant assistant.
I was for Yabesomo, a Brenna so rainy Wednesday, and so top.
Yeah, I'm told. I'm told.
Kuma said it, and so top.
And told, Crasson, the one young body and don't tissue.
Tony, dear, toss out Tony Biao, so an inch, young idea, 10 days.
It's 3,000 years.
An inch,
3,000 years.
Oh, I mean, maybe some doctor make you clear. Pana ama kase mo jana fe no mama fere fara obi sa me doctor me kan was
no it's
go and read further mama obi kase mo
any bet you but make na won su no according to researchers
3,000 years ah no ka tell me o let us say your generation
you make you go good mama o mo ma kan
na tira be na say ye ka make create
of course
video bi eto aba afarefo akoyi plastic we bi nko an fish se wo mu enu 10 plastic enkwa na net na koyi em say for another time midin de Asieduaa no pe minimum you abema
Kwesi Parker Wilson it was for yami adoma ochina ye besa yaba have a good morning